Hey everybody, it's me Stacy here at Scrapbooking Made Simple, scrapbookingmadesimple.com, and welcome to today's spectacular Sizzix savings event. Oh my gosh, it's so good. If I say so myself. I just looked at the samples. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Okay, so what is a spectacular Sizzix savings event? First off, it's only found here at Scrapbooking Made Simple. This is an event that we do in conjunction with Sizzix and Ellison, where we bring you two exclusive, only to be found at Scrapbooking Made Simple Sizzix dies in an amazing bundle that is value priced from the get-go. I show you how to use the dies, and then just to sweeten the pot a little bit, there is a second bundle of Sizzix surfaces and tools and adhesives, things like that you can use in conjunction with the bundle, the main bundles that we do every month with them. It is a wonderful selection this month, and the good news is, like I said, you're only going to find these two Sizzix dies here at Scrapbooking Made Simple. So when does the sale go into effect? Well, if you are joining me during the premiere of today's class, which is 5 p.m. sunny California time, 7 p.m. Central, or 8 p.m. Eastern, always on a Thursday, then you will notice we are live chatting off to the side somewhere over here. Say hello! We'll say hello back. We love meeting new people, so say hello. I'm on live chatting, and so if you're watching us during the premiere, the event hasn't started yet. Nope. We get all the way through the premiere, all the way through the live chat, and close to the end, I will say ready, set, go. And that means that I have bopped over to our online store and I have literally turned on all the products. So if you're joining me during the premiere, join the live chat, let's have some fun, and then at the end, all the product becomes live. Are these bundles limitless? No, there is a limit to them, absolutely, but we continue to sell the first bundle we had, which this is May, so did we do it April, May, this is June. So April, May, June, because they're limited dies, because they're exclusive to us, we have probably more than we typically do, but not like enough to last a lifetime. So as long as those bundles are still available, we leave them as part of the Sizzix Spectacular Savings event. So maybe if you missed April's bundle, you can go back and get it with June's bundle, or however makes your heart happy. Are the dies sold open stock? Nope, they're only in the bundle. So if you love the two dies that I'm going to show you, get them in the bundle. It will be the only way that we have them available to you. And like I said, the bundle is value priced. It retails, it looks like, for almost $59, and it's on sale for $39.99, and it includes more than just the two dies. So today I've got a little bit of this and a little bit of that for you. I was teasing in the sneak peek that it dices, it slices. It does, because we've got so much to show and so much to share. It's like, but wait, there's more. I feel like I'm gonna say that, but wait, there's more about 1,000,000 times. But we are gonna have some fun today. I am gonna tilt down. I am gonna show you what's inside both of the bundles, and then we're going to start to play. So welcome to the June Spectacular Sizzix Savings event. And when I saw these two dies, the first time I saw them, and I knew that we were going to have them as an exclusive, I knew exactly what I wanted to do with them. There was no question on what I was going to do with these two sets. And yay, they're here. Okay, so are you ready to get started for today? Welcome to all of you who are new to our channel. Please don't forget to subscribe. There's a little heart with an SMS in it. Subscribe to the channel and join our live chats every Monday at 5 p.m. sunny California time, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. Every Thursday, 5 p.m. sunny California time, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. And then our full-length classes are Saturday morning, 8 a.m. sunny California time, 10 a.m. Central, 11 a.m. Eastern, or 4 p.m. in the United Kingdom. All right, let's get started playing with some Sizzix, shall we? Let's tilt on down. I know, not very high tech for those of you who are new. I'm not high tech at all. What you see is what you get here. I am my own camera person, my own light person, my own makeup person, my own sound person. And I don't edit my videos. So whatever flubs and blunders and oopsies happen, we see it and then we work through it together. Okay, here is my bundle. And what are we calling it? We are calling it gift tags and labels. Okay then, here's my bundle. There's your price, normal price. It would be almost $59. Your price is $39.99. So that's like 20 bucks off, right? Insane. What comes in this bundle? Well, to start with, the 2 dies that are exclusive to Scrapbooking Made Simple. Let's move this over there and over here. I've got my die cutting machine close at hand. Okay, so 2 dies. I love these sets. Oh my gosh. And okay, so you see here and you see here, but then turn it over. Look at the size. They're awesome. I love the little stitch tags. These are perfect for just about everything. Stamp on them, emboss them, stamp on them. I mean, they even have the little dies down here where you can put a pretty little hole in the shape of a bell, looks like an angel, looks like a little heart, looks like a little holly. So you can certainly make these into tags for Christmas, but you can make these into tags for anything. And then to go with it is an additional tag set. Only these have not just your tags, but they have this beautiful decor element that is its own tag. Those are gorgeous. And wait till you see the samples. Stunning. So these are the 2. And again, see how small this is? You know, there's only so much real estate on packaging. That's it. That's all the space they've got to try and show you everything that's going to be in that package. So quite often they can't get everything life size. So I always want to remind you to turn it over because look at the difference. There's the shadow, there's the layer, but look at it in real life. Look at the size difference. That is simply dramatic, right? I mean, that's a big size difference. So if you see something in a retail store and you're walking along, now I know you won't see either of these because these are exclusive to us. But if you are walking along a retail store and you see something that you might be interested in, pick it up. And then turn it over and see if there's more information for you on the back side. We're so used to just like looking, giving it maybe a second or 2, and then walking past and not really paying attention to how great something can be. And that is what these are. So we have Olivia Rose on this one. She designed this one. And we have Lisa Jones. I always want to make sure it's Jones. How could it not be? Stacy. Designed by Lisa Jones. Yes, I'm Stacy Park. How hard can it be to remember Lisa Jones? Lisa Jones, I will get your name down. Olivia Rose is just, that just rolls off my tongue because I wanted to name my daughter Olivia. Unfortunately, I had no daughters. So 2 wonderful designers for Sizzix, and I want to show you how to use them. But these are the first 2 that's in the bundle. Then they're going to give you a Sizzix tape runner, adhesive runner, yay. And then they're going to give you some of their it's not washi tape, it's not masking tape, it's kind of in between. What do they call it? Maker's tape. So it allows you to kind of tape everything down in place should you not have a magnetic platform and you need to roll things through, but it won't damage your paper. That's super important to know. I use this a lot in my YouTubes on Saturday. You'll see this or you'll see a really nice washi tape, but Either way, this allows you to tape things down in place, roll it through your die cutting machine without any damage to your paper. And then the last thing they're gonna give you is cardstock. So literally, when this lands in your mailbox, you are ready to go. You have got the paper, okay, oh, yum. Oh, love the yellow, yum. Love that's a beautiful blue, yum. Love the green. Okay, so you got some beautiful colors in here. Wish there was a way for me to fan it out better. I'm not good at that. You got beautiful colors in here. All right, you get the gist. So when you get this in your mailbox, you're ready to go. You've got the paper, you've got the dies, you've got the adhesive, and if you wanted to hold the dies in place on your Big Shot machine, you've got the maker's tape to go forward. You can start creating the minute you have it in your hands. You're not waiting for anything else. So this is bundle number 1, and this is the gift tag and labels bundle, and it is the only bundle that has the dies in it. The second bundle I have for you is more of their tools and effects and surfaces. So let me show you that bundle, because we're going to be working with these and that bundle pretty closely. So let me move these over here and let me pull this one out. So this is their tools and accessories bundle. It retails for $66.94. Your price is $44.49. So again, over 20 bucks off on Sizzix branded core product that you can use with what I'm doing today and so many other things. You're not waiting for a sale somewhere. You're ready to go. Okay, so let me put that there. So first things first, I have 3 of their creamy acrylic paints. And I picked, because I know what I want to do, I picked the gold, the silver, and the rose gold. Gold, yeah, looks gold, okay. Silver, yep, looks silver. Rose gold, meh. Are they really calling it rose gold? Yes, they really are calling it rose gold. Okay, I call it copper. Let's call it what we see it. That looks like a penny to me. Not so rosy and not so goldy. So, although it says rose gold, it's more coppery than anything else. So you're gonna get those 3 paints to begin with. Then we've included a pair of Sizzix shears. So scissors, because we're going to need to use these today. Why? Because we've got their shrinky dinks. I've got their black shrink plastic and their clear shrink plastic. We're gonna shrinky dink for a little bit today, because I saw these tags. I saw them and I said, oh, I have thoughts, and I love playing with shrinky dinks. So that's where we're going to start today. So bundle number 2, which is the tools bundle, gives you a pack of the clear shrinky dink, which you have 10 sheets, and 10 sheets of the black. Now I want you to know, because it's plastic, it may come to you a little bent. Do you see that? It is absolutely fine. This is not paper, this is plastic. And when you're done with it, it's not gonna look anything like this. So a little warpage on the shrinky dink is not a problem at all. I don't want you to worry about it. And we are gonna be playing with at least one of these colors, maybe all 3, I haven't decided yet, but that's what we're gonna be doing today. And then I need my scissors. Hello, scissors. Oh, I got a pair right here for me, ready to go. Now, another bundle that it's not really a bundle, another product that we have for you that we're gonna be including in the sale is the shrink plastic accessories. So typically this comes boxed, but the box is really wide and chunky and we can't ship it. So we take it out of the box for you. The box is really big for what's inside. And these are their Sizzix tools that you use with their shrink plastic. You've got a silicone mat, which is great. You've got this little I don't know, fly swatter, flour sifter, powdered sugar dispenser, whatever you want to call it. I have not found the right way to use this yet. I will tell you, I'm not 100% sure why it is or what it is, but the price of admission is right here. This is worth every penny that the Sizzix shrink plastic accessory is. Every penny, and we're gonna have it on sale big time. You get all three, and who doesn't need the silicone mat? The silicone mat's always nice to have an extra one, but my gosh, this, if they sold this just by itself, I'd have you all buying this, because it's a silicone piece, which means it conducts heat. You never burn yourself with it. And if you are using a glue gun or shrink plastic, or I mean, you're doing any kind of moving around or painting, even painting this is good for, because you can make this, you put your little paint on here, and I use it as a palette. It really is just this little wonderful tool. So this is also going to be on sale for you. I don't know, we'll figure out what to do with this at some point. I just haven't gotten there yet. I've tried millions of ways to use it the way I think it should be used, and I'm just not uber successful. But like I said, the price of all of it, this is worth it right there. Just this alone. And we'll have it on a really great discount for you. So that I'm going to put over there. And then because we are doing the 3 metallic paints, we made a bundle of the rest. There's 12 other colors of Sizzix paints. And they're all creamy, they're all acrylic, they're all water soluble, and we didn't want to leave them out. You know, everybody likes to be included, right? So we did these as well. Regular price is $71.88 and your price is $48.99. Don't know that I'll play with any of the other colors, but I didn't, if somebody wanted them, I didn't want to not have them available at a super great deal. All right, so let's get started for today. I'm gonna keep my paints right there, and I'm gonna start maybe with some white shrink plastic. Let's bring over some white. Okay, so white shrink plastic. When you open it up, you can feel it's a little thick, right? Feels like plastic. It is plastic. It's got 2 sides to it, and this is super important. This is a matte side. This is a high gloss side. Look at the difference. Super important. The matte side is the side you can color. The high gloss side is the side that if you wanted to stamp, you could use StazOn and stamp an image on it, and the StazOn will dry on the gloss side. So you color the back, and should you want to stamp on it, you stamp on the front. Now let's grab, I don't know, let's grab maybe this one. And let's just play. So I'm gonna just do a quick shrink so you can see what it looks like. So I've got my die. I'm gonna cut a piece of my shrink plastic. I'm gonna bring over my silicone mat. Could I do it on my non-stick, heat-resistant, non-slip mat? I absolutely could. Is the silicone a little bit handier? It is a little bit nicer than doing it straight on my mat here, because my mat is a little slippery on the top because it's a non-stick, and the silicone kind of has a grabbing effect. Silicone is what's on the back of my mat to keep my mat from moving anywhere. My mat's not taped down. It literally doesn't move because of that silicone on the back. And that's what you get here. This isn't gonna blow around because you see it just doesn't move, whereas on my mat, it absolutely moves. So having the silicone mat is a little handy, and you can use anybody's silicone mat, but again, this is the key. This thing right here is amazing. So I'm gonna have to die cut this out, and I'm gonna bring over my Sizzix Big Shot machine. You are definitely going to need a precision base plate for this. No question about it. So precision base plate is going to be important. And you're like, why do I need that? This is not an intricate die. The precision base plate was manufactured by, the precision base plate was manufactured by Sizzix to make cutting intricate dies accessible. As dies evolved over the years and designers started pushing the limits, and let me tell you, I was one of the first designers with my Simply Defined to push limits on chemically etched dies. Trust me, you can talk to the folks at Sizzix who remember. They're like, we can't do that. I'm like, yeah, we can. No, we can't do that. Yeah, we're gonna try. No, we're not. Yeah, we are. And now technology has caught up with my brain to where chemically etched dies can be very intricate. In fact, these two dies right there will need a precision base plate because they're so intricate. But this is not an intricate die, but we're asking it to cut plastic. Plastic. Now there's no blade on chemically etched dies. There's just this little cut edge, and it's not very tall, so it can only cut through things that aren't thicker than that little cut edge. And we're asking it to go through plastic, not paper, non-porous material. So precision base plates were developed by Sizzix to use with their Big Shot or their Big Kick or their Vagabond. Plus machine may not need a precision base plate in the beginning, but as your machine loosens up, as you love your machine because you are using it so frequently, and over time, it will loosen just a little bit. You might find that you need a precision base plate to make your intricate dies work with a plus machine. Switch machine, yes, you're gonna need it for your intricate dies, and it is a game changer. Shrink plastic, yes, you're going to need a precision base plate. Unless you have a steel rule die. If you've got one of those thick dies, no problem. Gonna sail right through. But for wafer dies, yes, you're going to need it. So let me go back down. Even though this isn't an intricate die, because it is a wafer die, a chemically etched die, I need to use my precision base plate. And so my sandwich is my base plate that comes, my base platform that comes with my machine, my solo shim that comes with my machine, my precision base plate, metal facing up, my sanded, non-sanded, you got glossy on one side, sanded on the other. I always cut with the sanded facing up. That's me. Somebody else may do it differently. My die, and then either a cut plate or a do not cut plate, and I send it on through. It's a pretty easy cut. And I'm gonna bring it on back. Oh, I hope I went all the way through. Oh, I sure did. Cut just like a gem, right? Then I kind of have to pop it on out. And it's going to take a little bit to get it out. You might have to take a little piece of tweezers because we're talking about plastic. That's plastic. Now let's go ahead and heat. So I'm not going to color this one. Maybe I'll put a hole in it just because. So hole punches. Let's talk hole punches for just a minute. When you're doing a shrinky dink and you want to do a hole punch, you need a hole punch that is a standard size hole punch, not one of these little crocodile hole punches. You need to just go get yourself a $1.99 hole punch at Walmart or Walgreens or Staples or wherever it is you go, because it needs to be about, gosh, is that about a 1/4 inch, maybe a little bit bigger? Because that hole is going to shrink down to nothing. And once we shrink the plastic, there's no putting a hole in it. So I'm just gonna put my hole in there. Oops. Might not line it up perfectly, but that's okay. And bam. I've now got my hole. in my tag. And then I'm going to take my heat tool. So Shrinky Dinks, remember, if you're as old as I am, Shrinky Dinks went in the oven. Not anymore. We have heat tools now. And do not forget this. Again, even if you don't need the silicone mat, but everybody needs a silicone extra one. It's nice to have, especially if friends come over. This is worth the price of admission, just for this piece right here. Okay, are we ready? I'm gonna put it on, and I'm gonna heat this, and you're gonna watch it twist into each other, and you're gonna watch it. It just makes like it looks like it's destroyed, but it's not. It straightens itself out. Let's see what we get. So it's going to kind of twist into each other, and you just keep heating it. And then all of a sudden, it flattens itself out. And then the top piece, right over the top to smush it down and flatten it. And then you let it dry. Well, not dry. Cool down. You let it cool down. Is it hot? Yeah, it's hot. Does it stay hot for long? No, not really. Now, I want you to notice something. Can I get it zoomed in? Okay, so see how this looked like it was the glossy side? It was the glossy side. This is the sanded side. This is the glossy side. And you're like, but you lost the glossy. I know. All I have to do is lay it back down, glossy side up, because when I added my heat, I did it sanded side up. I'm gonna flip it around, glossy side up, and I'm gonna add some more heat. And I'm gonna give it a second to cool down. And I've brought my gloss back. It's almost like when you have frosting for your cinnamon rolls. Do you guys get the cinnamon rolls in the tube, and you have to hit the tube against the corner of your counter to open it up? And the frosting is cold, and it's kind of thick, and it's not all shiny and pretty, but you take those cinnamon rolls out, and then you put that frosting on, and all of a sudden it starts to glisten and melt and get that shiny texture to it. That's what I did by reheating my little Shrinky Dink. Now let's look at the size difference. I started with a die and cut a piece this size, and I ended with a piece this size. Now let's say you want to color. I don't know, what do we want to do? Let's say you want to color. Let's grab another piece of Shrinky Dink. And I guess we can just do this one again. Oh, I've got this one too. Let me go back just a little bit. This is going to be kind of an in and out, and I don't have like a remote control that does it for me. It's me. So let's cut another piece. And you can see why we need a nicer pair of scissors, because it is a thick plastic. Let's go ahead and die cut. Send it on through. Roll, roll, roll. I'm not going to rotate it. I'm just going to roll, roll, roll on back. And see this one? I need to get it out. So I either need to find an edge or I need to pop an edge with my tweezer. Woo, Stacy. And then pop my piece out. So it's not like paper. Look, it's in there pretty good because it's thicker plastic. And done. Pop my hole. Now you don't have to put a hole in it if you don't want to. And now I can choose to color it. And if I want to color it one color, I'm going to color the sanded side. That's why one side is sanded and the other is not. I have a little piece of paper somewhere. Hello, paper. Oh, I guess I can wipe it up if it comes off. So I'm just going to give it some color. And you can use anything you want to color this. You can use colored pencils. I'm using Marvy Ushida La Plume 2 pens. I'm looking at new pens for the store, so I'm trying to figure out which manufacturer is going to make my heart and your heart the most happy. I need new dual tip. I need water-based pens. So I'm coloring the sanded side, not the gloss side, because the gloss side the pen won't stick to it. It'll wipe right off. That's why they did the sanded side. And again, you could go in and color this with anything you want. Colored pencils, alcohol markers, Tombows, Marvy Ushida La Plume 2s. What pens, Mementos, what pens do you have? And you can color it. And then we're going to shrink. Now, had I wanted to, I could have stamped something with stays on right here before we shrink, and the image will shrink right down with it. So let's get our trusty dusty you gotta have it tool. And my sanded side is up. Push down. And again, can you see that that glossy side doesn't look glossy anymore? Here's my sanded side, and there's all my color. But my glossy side, not so glossy anymore. So I'm just gonna take it, and just like I'm gonna do with my frosting on my cinnamon rolls, I'm gonna heat. The plastic's going to feel that heat and it's going to melt itself into gloss. Give it a second to cool. And I brought the gloss back. Now, why do you want the gloss? I don't know. Are you going to make stinking cute little charms with these and hang them off charm bracelets? What a great little idea for summer for the kids. You do you let them color. You give them the shrink plastic to color any way they want. You die cut or have them die cut because of, these, they don't have any blades in them. Show them how to use the Sizzix Big Shot machine. Make this a great little kids event. Have them die cut, you do the heating, And then they make their own little charm bracelets, friendship bracelets. You've got an event to go to and you need a certain color earring, you make your own. You want tags and little doodads for your cards, make your own. And like I said, I could have stamped an image on there and the image would have shrunk right with it, but I need to use a StazOn because that's a gloss finish. Now let's do it again. Should we do it again? Maybe change the shape? How about we do a tag here? Now this is from the other set, and this tag has its own hole, which is great if you're not going to shrinky dink. If you're going to shrinky dink, you're going to want to make that hole a little bit bigger. So let's just cut a piece of shrinky dink down. And this time when I color it, I'm going to color the paper ahead of time, and I'm going to play with maybe a couple colors. We'll see how these do. So sanded side is the side you color. If you can see a reflection, you've got it wrong. I need you to turn it over. And I'm just gonna add some color. So I've got some green going down, and then maybe some blue on top of that. Now I know that these are water-based pens. So what does that mean I can do? It means I can kind of blend them. And I can just add and kind of blend them. Now it's going to concentrate much darker than this. When I shrink it down, that color is going to concentrate in. So lighter colors tend to be better colors when you're coloring with Shrinky Dink. So I've got it all there. I'm going to bring over my machine. We're going to cut my tag. Send it on through. And I always cut sanded side up. I don't know why. You can try it any way that makes your heart happy. I've got my tag. And then because I know that this hole, if I shrink that hole is going to be so small, I don't know what you're going to be able to fit through it, if you're even going to be able to fit like an earring wire through it or not. So I'm just going to make it a little bit bigger. And we got this at Staples. And then find my it is a hero tool when it comes to Shrinky Dinks. But my gosh, you could, if you're a baker, you can also use this to do your flowers on top of. If you're, I mean, just saying, this is just like an all-purpose yay tool. All right, so let's see. And it kind of wants to curl all into itself. So look at that. It kind of just is curling all into itself, and it contorts into itself, and it's like, yikes, what's it doing? You just have to let it do its thing. And magically, somehow, it all seems to flatten out. Solid shapes tend to be better than open shapes. Open shapes don't have any stability. There's no structure to an open shape. They tend to be a little more difficult to do. Okay, so I'm going to turn this one over. I'm looking for white paper. All right. Grab a piece of copy paper. So you can see that my color has darkened up, but you can also see that my gloss, again, isn't so glossy. My backside is the matte side. I need to change that. I want that gloss to come through. So I'm gonna reheat, and I'm gonna melt that plastic to a shine. Maybe tempered chocolate. I am not a baker. I need to let you know this. I have never baked anything in my life, but I watch every baking show there is. I watch the Spring Baking Championship. I watch the baking in the UK. I watch all the baking shows. So I know all about these things, but I've never done it. And I know to temper chocolate, to get it to that beautiful shine and that nice crisp, that's kind of what we're doing now. We're tempering chocolate. And let's put it down. Give it a second just to cool. It's still a little warm. But now I've got that beautiful shine. And I've got the color. Not sure what we're, can't tell what my camera's zoning in on, but this has got a beautiful sea glass green and blue color going through it. It's so pretty. I just don't know how to get it to show on, and it might be showing beautiful. I can't tell. I don't have any kind of a big screen. I have a tiny little viewfinder that I try to make work. But you can see that gloss on it. So pretty. So let's do one more in the clear. And I do want to show you this super quick. So I said it's hard to do something that doesn't have any structure to it, something that is more open. And it is. It's a more difficult process to get it to shrinky dink because it's going to want to curl and curl and curl and curl in on itself. And it's very hard to stop it because it has no structure here. This is where having this tool becomes important. To stick. There we go. All right, I think that's good. So it may not be perfect. No, it's not perfect. But I could go in there and I could work it to get it better to where I have a frame. Without this tool, it would not be possible. Remember we did this one a little while ago? Let me do it without the tool and we'll see what happens. No, not bad. Nope, I'm gonna need it. No, without the tool. Without the tool, it's almost impossible to get something with an open structure. Oh, still warm. Yeah, without the tool, almost impossible. It just wants to curl right up onto itself. Okay, so let's cut one more in clear, and then we'll move to the black. And I think that we'll just stick with our little tag. That seemed to be okay. Okay, and I'm going to color it again. And let's see. I don't know. We'll see how these are. Sanded side are the side you color. So I'm going to add a little bit of this. I don't know, maybe I'll add some blue. And maybe a little bit of blue. Maybe some dark purple. So pretty much what I did before, only do you notice I'm not really blending it into each other right now? So on my green one, I took it and I really blended those colors on my Sizzix shrink plastic. Here, I just added the colors because I'm going to take a baby wipe. Remember, I'm using Tombow Le Plume 2, which we're looking at to bring in the store. So this, I'm playing with them. And I know that they're water soluble. I know that they work beautifully as when you get them wet and you paint with them and palette paint. And being that this is a non-porous type material, the sanded allows you the ink to hold. It allows the ink to hold, but this is still plastic and non-porous. So what if I took my baby wipe and I made it look like alcohol ink without using alcohol ink? Let me get another piece of plastic because on the white, it's really evident. It's easy for you to see. So what if I took and did some yellow, and then maybe a darker yellow, and then maybe a little red, and then I took my baby wipe. Can you see where I'm at? On the sanded side of my shrink plastic. And I just kind of dab it because that ink is water soluble. It's letting me it's blending and picking it up a little bit. I might need a little bit more orangey yellow in there. And then maybe just a little dab of red. And it almost looks kind of alcohol inky, right? I'm going for it. I'm okay with it. If I want to add a little more purple over here, throw a little purple in there and a little bit of a blend. Want to add more red? I add a little more red and a little bit of a blend. And you play, but you don't have to have anything special to get this done. And now I've got kind of an alcohol inky look. So let's go ahead and die cut. Maybe I'll do one here and send it through. Oh, got a little green on there. Oh, okay. And let's change up the shape and let's use maybe the round shape. So I am not going to try to use these with my plastic. It is just a no-go. So I've got one, and then let's bring over here and let's do number 2 in the round. Oh, I could get why not? I've got the room. All right. Maybe I'll save that one for later. So now I've got my round and I've got my rectangle. And let's heat and shrink them down. Let's not forget our most important tool for Shrinky Dink. Oh, I want to put in a bigger hole because I know that hole is going to shrink to nothing. Add just a slightly bigger hole. Cute little keychains, cute little tags for bookmarks. And there it is. Give it a press. And while that one's cooling off, let's do this one. Give it a press. And while this one's cooling off, let's bring this one back over because I lost the shiny. See, look at that Lost the shiny right there in the center. Oops, still hot. Oh yeah, still hot. And while it's hot, you can mold it. If you were doing flowers while it's warm, you can pick it up while it's still warm, and you have the opportunity to kind of mold your plastic. You could bend your petal leaves, but I've got my shiny back, and look at how pretty that color is. Can you see them? Look at I love that. Yay! You've got the red and the orange and the yellow all kind of blended together. Love that. Let's take this one and flip this one over and bring back our shiny. Okay, I know it's still warm. So let's bring back our shiny. Oh, they're so, I just don't know if my camera gets it or not. I have a really nice camera. I mean, not like professional or anything, but the colors are beautiful. I just don't know if it's gonna zoom in or not. And the gloss is amazing. Okay, let's do some black really quick. So black shrink plastic, same thing. You've got a back side and a gloss side. There's no mistake in here. And you're going to use it exactly the same way. Can I get both on there? I can get those two on there, so let's cut those two. Now black, what are you gonna do? You can't color it, it's opaque, you can't see through it. Unlike my pretty clear ones. Where did they go? Well now oh here they are. I'm like, no, that's, holy smokes, Stacy, they were just here. Did you see where I put them? They were on my little white thing. And oh, here. And then I took them off. Okay, so the clear, you get a translucent effect. You're able to see the back side come through the front. Black, you're not gonna have that opportunity. And that's where the Sizzix paints come in. So let's die cut these first. Gosh, can you hear? I'm dying to know what they're rolling up here. Let's get I like to die cut with my sanded side up. The non-shiny side is the side I like to do. You do what works best for you. I'm gonna roll it through. Oh, Stacy, I can hear Kevin, keeper of the secret sauce, saying, line up your plates. And then I'm gonna roll it on back. And I've got now my black Shrinky Dink. It's not Shrinky Dink. It's Sizzix Shrink Plastic. So I've got my two pieces. Now this you can't color first. This we're going to shrink first. I'm going to make those holes just a little bit bigger. And you may want to experiment, especially if you're doing jewelry. if the holes that are in the size of the dies work for you, or if you need to make them bigger. I don't know the finding sizes that you have or the string that you're using if you're doing a kid's craft. So I've got mine too, and I'm going to heat them. So let's start with this one and let's add some heat. See, this would not work. If I used my tweezers to do this, this is going to get so hot, it could burn. It's going to conduct that heat. I need the silicone tool. And just like that, bam, it's good. And while that cools off, let's do my circle. Using a glue gun, great little tool with it. Okay, my circle kind of folded together. So I'm going to need to unstick it. Okay, oh, it's still really warm. Really warm. Did I forget to put a hole in my circle? I think I forgot to put a hole in my circle. I have to do another circle. So let's bring this one back, and you can see that's not the matte side, that's supposed to be the shiny side. This is the matte side. Let's heat it. Temper that chocolate or frost those cinnamon rolls to get that shiny, glossy look. Stop moving. Okay, I've got my gloss back. Did I forget to put a hole in here? I might have. All right, so here's my black. Gloss side now, matte side. And this is where the paints come in. This is where painting the matte side looks amazing on the black. So I'm just going to take a baby wipe and get my paintbrush a little bit wet, and I'm going to take their basic acrylic paints. They have 15 colors, 3 of them are metallic. That's going to come in the bundle with the shrink plastic. I put the gold, the silver, and the copper, rose gold in there because I thought that those would be the colors that would look most amazing, but we have the other bundle for you. And now I can just take, because you can't really stamp on it, you can't color it, it's black. But you can use metallics on it. And the metallics with that black base below it looks incredible. And it dries super fast. So I've got one coat on there right now. And I'm going to give it a minute, and then I'll put a second coat. It literally is about a minute for it to dry. And because the backside is glossy, if I get any of my paint on the glossy, it will come right off. In fact, It was less than a minute. That's dry. I can put a second coat. So not everything has to stay clear or translucent. You can add your metallics and make some beautiful things. Just about 2 coats gets you a finished look. Now what you do with it after that, charms, earrings, bracelets, doodads on your junk journal. How cute would these be hanging off of your junk journal? Just darling. And then you've got that high gloss black on the back side, right? It's amazing. Let's cut another one and make sure I put and then for my brush, you guys can use water. I do have a little thing for water over here. I'm just using a baby wipe. Let's cut another one out of black. Anybody see what I did with my tag? Here it is. Let's cut my tag. Got my little hole. Let's die cut this one real quick, and then let's put some metallic on it. Super cute for junk journals, mixed media, altered art. It's all of that. It's card making, it's layouts. Shrink plastic has come a long way, baby. There's my tag. I'm gonna go ahead and make my hole just a little bit bigger because I'm gonna wanna string it on something, hang it on something, dangle it from something. There we go. Now I can't color it. If I were to take my paint and paint this first and then add heat, it would bubble and just like a nice boiling pot of clam chowder, it would be bubble, 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 bubble. I don't want bubble, bubble, bubble. I want smooth and silky. So I'm going to shrink it first when you're doing the black. When you're doing the clear, you can color first, color after, it's up to you. But with the black, you definitely want to color after. Solid shapes tend to work better. Let it set for a minute. This allows you to flatten it on out. It's got to cool for a second. Otherwise, it's still malleable. I could move it and bend it if I wanted to. Pop it right off, and you can see I've lost my shine on my shrink plastic, not me. I'm gonna be 55 years old and I shine every bit as well as I did when I was 15. I'm the same girl. Heat, so I get that gloss back. Give it a second. Let it cool. and I'm back in business, baby. And then let's take maybe a little bit of my silver. And then once you've colored it, stamp on it. Once you've put your acrylic down, take your StazOn. Well, you can try almost any ink. You could try any ink and see what happens. So let's give that just a second. But now I've got that beautiful silver. My gold one's around here somewhere. Gold. Let's do one more just so we have the rose gold to look at too. And I haven't added a second coat to that one yet. So I'm going to let it sit and I'll add a second coat to it in a minute. How about we try a round one more time? Do you have a Girl Scout troop? Let them color, let them paint. You do the shrinking, let them do the die cutting. The Sizzix machine is such a all-inclusive, user-friendly machine. It really is. Kids don't have to be afraid of it, and you don't have to be afraid of it with children, especially with the dies that don't have any kind of a blade at all. It's amazing, and it lets them feel so accomplished to see a kid's face when they've sent something through a die cutting machine. You would think that you just gave them the keys to Baskin Robbins. Honestly, they get so excited. And let them create, let them color. You do the heat, yes, but then let them take it from there. And I mean, look at how Forky happened. If you're a Disney fan. Kids see things in their own way. And they're so proud of themselves, and it's almost too much fun to watch. You stop crafting because you're so busy enjoying watching them have fun and feel accomplished and creative. Okay, so I put my bigger hole in it this time. Let's see how I do with my circle. Try not to have it roll in on each other. I did good. Ha 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 ha. Nope. Come on back. Oh, did I do the shiny side up? I bet I did. All right, well. Yeah, I did. I did the shiny side up. All right, well, it still came out. It's fine. I'm going to re-get my shine back. So I did my black shiny side up. Oh, I got to give that a second to cool. And I got my shine back. But then let's take the rose gold and let's see what that looks like. Oh, Stacy. Okay. Lots of rose gold coming out. Anybody need a little paint? Holy smokes, artichokes. I just opened it. It's brand new, and from the pressure, it just a nice big drop came out. Oh, but it's pretty. I can just paint it. And then on my back side, I've got the high gloss. Now, if you get any on your back side, because it's glossy, it will just come right off. You can take a baby wipe and clean the back side and it will just come right off. It won't on the sanded side. It will stay where it is on the sanded side. So I've got my gold, my silver, my copper, all out of my shrink plastic in black. These are darling, and then stamp on them. Whatever you want to do with them. You have options. There's still a little, that one's still a little wet. These are dry. But I mean, we went all the way back to just doing a plain one. And a colored one. And then we got really nifty with the colors and made them look kind of like alcohol ink. And those tags are perfect for it. All right, you guys. So, holy smokes. I got a little paint here. I've got a little paint there. Let me find some lids. That would be helpful. Oh, we did this one. Wait. Come back. We did the green one. Did we do this one too? I don't know. I have a few of them here, that's for sure. I don't know how to make it zoom in so that you can see the beautiful depths of color. So this is our spectacular Sizzix savings event. I'm using the 2 dies that are exclusive to SMS. No, you can't just buy the dies. I'm sorry. Yes, my paint is going to come off my silicone mat. The bundle has the 2 die sets that I was using today. It has the maker's tape. It has the adhesive. It has all the cardstock so that you are ready to go. The minute you open it, you can get your die cutting machine out. Whoever die cutting machine you have. Will these go through a Sidekick? Oh, you bet they will. Will they cut shrink plastic through a Sidekick? I can't say for sure. Retails for almost $59. Your price is going to be $39.99. And then the second bundle that we played with today was the tools and accessories bundle. So it has the clear shrink film, shrink plastic, it has the black shrink plastic, it has all 3 colors of the metallics, it has the scissors. I mean, just everything you need to get going. And again, it's on sale. Can you get this open stock? Yes, we will have this product, the shrink plastic. If you just want the white, you can just get the white. If you just want the paints, you can just get the paints, or if you just want the scissors. This will be open stock, but not the die bundle. I've got my Sizzix shrink plastic accessories. And again, the silicone mat's nice to have. It's always nice to have a second one. But folks, this is worth every penny. Every penny. If you are doing anything with heat, this is it. This is a great tool. Are you embossing and you need to hold something down? This is going to keep the heat away from you. If you're doing shrink plastic, if you are doing a glue gun, this is a great little tool, and you get the silicone mat. Someday somebody's going to teach me how to use this. I look forward to that day. Oh, I have a challenge. Okay. Hello to Dot. It's Taylor and Chris. Chris is coming over from the UK and they're going to be here in a couple weeks. Chris, I challenge you to teach me how to use this the way it's intended. It's his first time coming to Scrapbooking Made Simple. You guys saw him when I was at Creativation. We were dancing. You saw him when I was in Germany. I made him answer the question on his second day with Ellison. Why is there no adhesive on the envelopes? Chris, what is this and how do I use it? I will tape it and put it on Facebook if I get him to do it. Okay. So it will not come in the original box. It will come packaged like this so we can ship it to you. And then if you wanted any of the other Sizzix paints, I've got them all. All right, you guys, let me show you samples. Oh, this is so long, but it's okay. And I have got paint everywhere. Poor Elaine is gonna come up here and say, Stacy, what did you do? Because we have to set up for Saturday with Stacy. All right, so look at how cute is this. Now the samples, they've made just the most darling cards. And a few altered art projects. Let me push this out of the way. Let's go up and let's go in. All right, super cute, right? So you've got the little tag right there. Super darling. And then we've got the circle, the decor die, that beautiful die in the bundle. That's in Lisa's bundle, I think, in Lisa's set. Yep. So the circles right there. We've put 3 of them across with the word celebrate in front of it. Then I have one of the tags. In fact, I think I used that tag today on a gatefold. Cute little tags from the Lisa Jones set. From the Olivia Rose set. All 3 tags. The tags from the Lisa Jones. Isn't that great? And then I have the little gift bag. Look at, isn't that darling? So super cute, right? Precision base plate. And then look at how sweet is this. And they use the little die that comes with it to put the little heart. And then look at this, love potion number 9. Oh, I don't know what you put in there, Smarties or I don't know, something yummy. How cute is that? What a cute little gift. And then here, hello. Okay, be impressed. It's got all the little tags going on in it. Look at how cute are they? All the little tags. I took the paper clip off. I'm sorry. Look at how darling. I think there's one more. There is. Look at how cute. They all just kind of slide in there. So cute. On the front. So sweet little make. And then SMS girl Elena put together a couple earrings because the shrink plastic is so light and so easy to use. She put together a couple pairs of earrings. So I have the larger dangle set. Okay, so I think Girl Scouts would just have a blast making these. I don't know, maybe I'm old. but I was a Girl Scout and I would have liked it. And then she's got the sea glass looking ones. Look, doesn't that look beautiful? These are earrings. And she just colored the translucent and they look like sea glass. So it is me, Stacy, Scrapbooking Made Simple, scrapbookingmadesimple.com, saying this is our June spectacular Sizzix savings event featuring 2 dies that you'll only find here at Scrapbooking Made Simple, like ever. And and fun with Sizzix shrink plastic and how to use it and how to get the most out of it and how to create an opportunity for your kids to have fun this summer. 2 phenomenal bundles. We've got the extra paint if you like. We've got the shrink plastic accessory kit if you like. So are you ready? Set, go. The sale is on right now, but it only goes for a week. The bundles are only there for a week, and then, no, maybe the bundles stay there later. I can't remember anymore. The expedited is only good for a week. That I can tell you. So if you'd like your order expedited to you, just remember, order from inside the Spectacular Sizzix Savings Event category, and we will turn those orders around as fast as we possibly can. We've been doing pretty good with those lately, so like really good. So you guys, I hope you had a good time with me today. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting Sizzix. Thank you for supporting Scrapbooking Made Simple, and I will see you on Saturday. Yeah, Saturday when we have a new Simply Defined Kaleidoscope Layering Stencil, 2 sets for you and new verses. So cute. It's birthday, but I need to not say any more. All right, you guys, thanks for being here. And don't forget to subscribe. I'm Stacy, Scrapbooking Made Simple, scrapbookingmadesimple.com. Bye, everybody.